Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you one of our clients called Crods. He's from England and he has a project called Heroes of High Wraith, and I proposed to him for his NFT collections. He has druids, he has knights and properties. And these are NFT collections that he sells, and he's done really well for himself and his community, a very well developed community on Discord. And I saw it and I said that I think it'd be great if we created an economy system for his NFTs, right? So that these druids and these knights could battle each other out inside of his Discord server through this PvP bot I created. And then also we later on developed this website. So this website helps to facilitate a cool economy where the NFTs, like the druids and the knights, can interact with properties to get certain things like spells, revive the dead NFTs from PvP combat, or to the spells can be used in combat too. It's pretty cool. Or to do a couple things. So let's go over the website. All right. So it's very similar to another client I worked for. Similar, just layout. It's using React. Very nice and responsive and quick, easy to build. So we have here connect, and I'm going to connect with my MetaMask wallet. It gives you a whole bunch of different wallets that you can connect with. I'm going to connect with my MetaMask wallet here. Awaiting confirmation. Cool. So there it is, my wallet address and how much of this cryptocurrency that he owns, that I possess. I could go to login with Discord. That's also a requirement to be able to use the website. Authorize, because this connects to the Discord bot, the PvP bot, so we need that connection. So once that's done, please select a collection, right? So we got this menu on the side, very nice and clean. Select a collection. Say you want to see my properties, all the properties that I possess. These are different NFTs. Just a bit of a loading screen. I've got a lot of properties on this wallet. And from this, you can see the different properties, information about them, transactions that, again, it's an economy. So NFTs can interact with these properties to get different stuff. So this is retail. So they offer, I think, spells. So to purchase. So if somebody wanted to purchase spells, it would select one of these properties, and then they would be able to interact with the property and then purchase the spell. And then the person that owns this property would get the token, right? So here's how much it's earned, the property value, and the level. So there's also a leveling up system, kind of like Monopoly, where you can get more rewards. So all these different property types. Agriculture, which you could send your NFTs to work at to earn gold, and it consumes time. It has like a lock of like 6 hours or something, different times for different things, right? So if we look at one of these properties, we can say view interactions. This one currently doesn't have any, but you would see interaction ID, the property holder, which is me, the hero that interacted, the guy that owns the hero, what he earns, what I've earned, and how long it takes for the interaction to complete. You could also claim rain on this, which rain claimed successfully, great. And the next rain will claim is in 96 hours, great. So I would have to do this for all of these. We're gonna add a button to just kind of claim all the rains at once. So that's cool. So that's the properties. There's other collections here, like Druids is a really cool one. It's one of his first collections. As well, you can view the interactions and see what has this Druid done, right? What properties has he interacted with? Has he revived? Has he been trained? What has he done? You'd be able to see all that data here. It's very cool. The next thing to show you would be the market, right? So this is where you come to perform actions. It's just simple modal that pops up. So you can revive a hero that's died in a Discord battle. They die and you have to come here and revive. If you would say revive a hero, and then it selects a small house owned by me because it selected me. And then revive costs, so that's how much it costs and how long it would take. I currently don't have any dead here, so I can't show you that. But let's look at some of these other things. So here you can send a hero to a military property to gain increased attack or defense to be used in the PvP bot, right? So you could send a hero to training. You could say, okay, cool, we found this property owned by me to train a druid or knight. Here's how much it costs, and this is how long it takes, right? So I could select a hero like 309, druid 309, and I'm going to make him increase his attack and I can send that through, and then there'll be a waiting period, and that'll be displayed on the NFT. And then once that's done, it would send a transaction to the blockchain to increment the guy's attack so that he has more attack to be able to use for PvP to give him an edge. Right now that doesn't work because we're currently using Nifty Kit, which is giving problems, and they're shutting down, so we have to do a like a migration to make this work. So we're busy doing that right now. Sending here to work. It's selected a cattle barn, so this falls in line with a property that a hero can work at to gain gold. All right, so you can proceed with this, and he's been sent to work, right? So this doesn't have any transaction. You can see interacting with. It's a production property. Time remaining 18 hours. It's counting down, and at the end of this, you'll receive 100 H gold, right? So you can view the interaction. There's all the data. Cool, pops up. So you can see that this guy's Druid NFT is working now at production, and he's going to earn 100 H gold at the end of it. And if you were to go to the property for the property that this entity is interacting with, you could see also he's going to be earning 100 H gold as well at the end of the interaction. So it's a really cool system that I came up with. I approached him and he was like, that's a great idea, so let's do it. So you could also purchase a spell here. We found a blacksmith to purchase a spell. It's going to cost 100 H gold. Let's say proceed. Now this is one that's going to require, you're going to be sending H gold to the guy that owns this property. So this is going to involve a transaction on the blockchain, which is Polygon. So the transaction is now popped up. MetaMask has popped up. I could come here and confirm the transaction. I'm willing to proceed with it. Cool. Transaction is confirmed. Transaction successful. You can see the transaction ID if you wanted to check it out on the blockchain. And we receive a spell. So we can go to my spells, press this button right here. I got Acid Rain, deals 10 damage, and it's a common one. So there's common, rare, and like epic spells, you know. So now I can use the spell in PvP. It's pretty cool. And then you can see all your interactions. See, they're starting to populate. So that's pretty cool. So that's one of the things that you could do. You can also stake a hero, and that works by you stake a hero, and there's basically the website every 24 hours it'll send, like, again, the H gold cryptocurrency to this guy's wallet address, because it's a means of ensuring that people keep the entities in their wallet and they don't sell, right? Because the value of the NFT collection is dependent on how many people possess NFTs. It's supply versus demand, right? So we're trying to encourage people to keep the NFTs and not sell them, to grow the community, grow the value of the collection. So you can stake a hero and, you know, select a hero to stake. Currently there's none available properties because none are loaded onto the database yet. We're still getting people to put their properties onto the website. But you could, yeah, stake your hero and then earn gold on it every day and claim that gold. So it's pretty cool for, like, you know, keeping your NFT and not selling it, right? So, and then purchase shares is another one. You will receive 0 shares. So it's basically, we selected a temple for you to purchase shares from. Shares allows you to dictate the future developments for HOH, for the HOH Heroes of High Wraith project. You receive 1 share per 10 H gold. So if I wanted to spend, like, I don't know, 1,000 H gold, I get 100 shares. And then I could proceed with that, and you'd see the similar transaction process. And then you could be a part of the community and saying, what do we do next, right? Do we hire Open Project to make more stuff for us? You know? So that's pretty cool. So that's kind of going over the website. It's quite simple, works really well, and it facilitates this economy. So next I'm going to be showing you the Discord PvP bot that we made for him too. This is the first thing that we made for him, and it really works well. His community loves it. And let's get into that. Okay guys, so now I'm going to be showing you how the Discord bot works. So this is a PvP bot. This is the first thing I made for Kronz for his project. It's a way for his NFTs to fight each other, and the guy that wins, the NFT that wins, gets H gold, which is the cryptocurrency for his project, right? So it starts off, it's just a simple cool bot, cool design. Battle is started, and then there's some instructions. Now this happened a while ago, just 2 participants. It's just a quick battle, right? So it says battles commence. It tags the guys in the server that are going to be in the battle. So it actually checks and waits for the participants to be met. When there's enough participants, the battle just starts automatically. And each of these embeds, which are like messages from the bot, happen like one after the other, right? So first battles commenced, and then the first embed sent, and it's round 1, and you have to select a victim, like one of the people you want to attack. If there's like, say, 10 people, 20 people, like our other bot, we made another bot for a project called Solana Heroes, and that gets like up to 50 players. So this is what we're hoping to get for this guy's server to happen, right? So first thing, it says round 1, hoo-ha, and then the time left for you to respond. You select somebody you want to attack, select a victim that you want to attack, either it's a druid or it's a knight, and you select them, and you can use a spell too. It's pretty cool. So that's the spell that ties back into the website. You can buy spells to use for the battle. And then you have the information. So one by one, these messages are sent. Again, we're looking at a past battle. So this guy chose to attack this guy. He stuns, Druid 139 stuns the knight with their Staff of Timeless Void. And they get these rolls, right? So the rolls are like a random number from 0 to 100, and so also for defense. It's kind of like Dungeons and Dragons type of thing, but on Discord. So it's attack roll 52, and then also the NFT's damage attack that he has. So the NFT has metadata, which is data on the blockchain. He has 10 attack, right? So they added together, he's got a total attack of 62. And then that NFT that he attacked is defending now. So he defends with his ice sword, and he rolled the 19 defense, and this poor NFT has 1 defense points. So his total defense is 20, and his remaining health is now 58. And then this keeps on going until round 1 outcome. We see how much health they each have, and then the next round starts. And they have to pick an opponent, use spells if they want to, if they have them. They battle it out, and then round 2 outcome, tells you the health stats. And it keeps going until one of them is victorious, right? So at the end of it, this guy died, poor guy. And he's died, and now here's our champion. Rick Philomax is our champion, last remaining hero, and he's been sent 200 H gold. So then the bot processes the transaction and sends this guy H gold to his registered wallet address. You could check it out on the blockchain. This is the signature. And then it's another victory for the druids, because it's like kind of a battle between the druids and the knights. And then it keeps stat on how many druids have won, how many knights have won. And then this is the druid, right? Congratulations, everyone's happy about that. Very cool. And then here are some of the commands that the moderators and the owners of this project can use to run the bot, right? So you can add staff members if you wanted to. I can, because like I made the bot. So I could like add, the guy that owns the thing, he's already there, doesn't matter. Damn, I'm coughing a lot. We could also say start a battle. We could battle 1v1 against one other guy. Battle a ghost, which basically chooses like a random player, but it auto plays for them. Battle participants. When the participants are met, it starts a battle. Set a battle, start a battle, cancel a battle if something goes wrong. Tournaments exist, and this leaderboard, all these cool functions that the guy can use to interact with the bot. So that's what we did for him in terms of the Discord bot that we made from the PvP bot. So it's pretty cool. So then here you could see the document that I sent him, which just outlines everything involved in the website that we built for him. So it's like, here's the Heroes of High-Wraith React website. Why are we building this site? This site will support an economy for the Heroes of High-Wraith project and its NFTs. It'll allow members to send their druids or knights to property to engage in an exchange between the druids or knight holder and the property holder, right? and the property holder will gain this token, and the Druidonite holder will gain something in return. And we define all the different types of properties and how they work, right? What they provide, and the encoding to be applied, the different databases and what will be required in the databases, handling property interactions. This is just basically me understanding what I'm going to need to develop and making sure I've got all the points right. And just the major points involved in making this application. So I made this this for him to check out, so he's happy with it. He checked it out, it all makes sense. He made some adjustments to it, and that's how we proceeded. So if you like what we did with this guy, this pretty cool cryptocurrency, Web3, website, economy system, and Discord bot. If you want something like this developed, or any sort of website, we do e-commerce, we do all sorts of website. Book a meeting, a consultation with a link in the description through Calendly, and we could chat about what you want done, and we could do anything. We've built big e-commerce sites. We've built really cool, like Pradis, which was a big one. And that's this cool music industry website. We've built simple landing pages, simple couple multi-page website just showcasing what the business has to offer. If you want any of that done, book a consultation or email me at joel@oprahproject.website, and I'll get back to you, and we could talk about what you want done. We can have a good chat, intimate chat, knowing what you want done. We could send you this document, we can work it out, and we can build your website just the way you want it.